terrorists and shit. Fucking weirdos. A handler and her terrorists. The handler and her terrorists. Fucking people are whacked the fuck out, I tell you. Can't get away from these motherfuckers, man. Cannot get away from them. Everybody you see, days and days and days of me trying to get away from them, and they continue to pop up with the bullshit. Just pointing it out because things happen. Things happen. You gotta have a track record. That's called antagonizing the subject. The subject doesn't want any trouble with you. He's trying to get away from you, trying to prevent trouble, trying to prevent harassment. Can't get away from you. You know, that's whatever happens to you, you're basically entrapping the subject to do that. Like, you're getting on the subject's nerves for a reason. So if you don't want him to attack you, why are you doing what you're doing? Common sense would say, don't harass that person. That's a VTA truck right there. Don't harass that person. Notice the VTA on the side of it. Don't harass that person if you don't want to be attacked. Shit, you guys been harassing them around the clock for however many years. In my case, 11 and some change. You've been harassing that person around the clock for 11 years and some change. You know, you're lucky it took this long before you attacked somebody. Hands down. You're putting yourself in a situation that you really don't want to be put in. Actually, you are putting yourself there, but you know your police department is basically granting you the immunity to do so, and you know, off top, man, you know, eventually something's gonna happen to one of you motherfuckers to where, you know, it's fun now, but eventually, when it's time to rewind that clock, when it's time for karma to come to you, or instant karma, or you know, all that shit, is gonna be really bad. And I'm not saying I'm gonna be the person to do it to you. I'm not even in that atmosphere of thinking yet. I'm not, you know. But something's gonna happen to you guys, man. Whether it be God, whether it be karma, or whether it just be a pissed off, targeted individual that just ain't taking this shit no more. But yeah, man, you guys got a lot of odds against you right now. Let me see. Hey, what's going on? Just a messenger. Accept it, my brother. We are blessed beyond measure. They hate your light. You are of God. The world will never nor accept us. Stay safe. Hey, most definitely. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, man. I just be venting. I just be venting. Keeps me from, getting myself in trouble. It will come tenfold for those demons. Tenfold. And sweet karma. Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. And it happens. Like we see it happen. We see it happening. We probably don't look at it that way. You know, we probably don't look at it that way at the end, at the present time and shit when it's happening. But these perps that be dying, they be getting. Unfortunately, it's a targeted individual that brings it to them. But some of these perps that be dying, man, they be dying, and they be, if not dying, they get assaulted. It all happens. Everything they got coming, it happens. We just don't see it that way for that minute when it's happening. But that's eight people out here. 8 people at the VTA got murdered. And that's a part of karma. It's a part of karma. So they got their lottery ticket punched, so to speak. Unfortunately, it was a little 14-year-old boy in Miami, but it's no telling how karma hits you. You send your kid out there. You send your kid out there into the pit fire, should you speak? I mean, so to speak, and now he's dead. Like, he didn't even get to spend Christmas with you, like. And you as a parent, you gotta think about that shit every day. And on top of you having to think about that shit every fucking day, you have to think about the police department that put you up to sending your fucking kid out there in the middle of a psychological war. Like, you literally put your kid up there, and then after your kid dies, you watch the police sweep it under the rug. Like, that has to hit home. Like, for a person to think about that shit every day, it can't be. It can't. It's not funny, but it can't be right, man. I know you can't be feeling right as a parent unless you didn't. Unless you put your kid up for that sacrifice, and that's basically you planned that. They getting attacked behind closed doors. They trapped in their lifestyle. I don't wish death on any of them. Yet I don't care when they do. Yeah, man. That's about how I feel like it's gonna happen. Like, it's like it's gonna happen, man. Like, you don't have to wish it on them. Nothing. Like, it's gonna happen. It's the laws of fucking the world, laws of the land. What you put out is, it's what you get back. And for people to be doing this to innocent people, to people who ain't doing nothing, you got a lot to account for. We got a lot to account for. That spiritual realm is a real thing. Like, spiritual realm is real. Care for them or they kids, they seeds of the devil as well. Yeah. Yeah. That's how I feel too. Like, I mean, as a kid though, you always, you always have room to change. But you're pretty much right. Like, this is it's in their blood. Like, their families have probably been doing this through generations, generational wealth and bloodline type of fucking tradition. It's a trip because sometimes, like, I remember, like, when I used to hustle, I would fucking, I would hop on the Greyhound. This is a long time ago. This is over 11 years ago. I used to hop on the Greyhound, like, whenever I got off. I mean, whenever I paroled or, got out, I would hop on the Greyhound. Like, I would visit my parole officer for the initial visit, and I would just hop on the Greyhound after that and take off. And if they catch me, they catch me. If not, I just did it like that. And I used to be hustling and shit, and I would never fucking get caught selling stones or no shit like that. But it would always be on some fluke ass shit. Like, I'd be sitting in the restaurant, and this is this is not a restaurant, but like, like fucking a McDonald's or some fast food chain type shit. I would be sitting in there eating and shit, and then the fucking police would just walk up to me out of fucking nowhere and just start questioning me. And back then I didn't carry my ID and shit. Like, my thing was, if they catch me, they catch me. You feel me? I'm not gonna lie about my name or none of that shit. I just fucking, I'll do my little violation, and I get back out and do the same thing. And, after, that's basically after that's how I did my parole after I got violated for living above my means, so to speak. He said, living above my means. After he forced me to get a job, and I got a job. What was I saying? Where was that? Yeah, they used to just come up to me out of nowhere, and it wasn't just restaurants and shit. Like, when I did get caught, it would be out like some fluke shit. It would be like the police just came out of nowhere, like, just on some weird fucking shit. And now that I think about it, I think it was kind of related to this targeting. Like, these people, they've been doing it for years. It's like they let me do the bad shit. They let me sell rocks and all that shit. And then when I wasn't doing nothing, they would fucking come up on me. It'd just be like a regular fucking day, and they just walk up out the blue. Hey, how you doing? Oh, we haven't seen you from around here. We just want to get, we want to, what did I say? We like to know the people around here. Keep it friendly. And, they ask for your ID and all that shit. That's crazy, man. Never when I was doing anything against the law. Like, never when I was hustling, but always when I wasn't doing nothing, they pop up on me. I trap death on any of the, okay. Yeah, man, we strong, man. We stay strong in this shit. Keep it pushing, man. Keep it pushing through this thing. Ted Kennedy, bro, if you were being watched, don't you think more people would be on your live stream? I don't know, Ted. I don't I don't I don't entertain those types of questions anymore. You might have a better answer than me. I've only been going through it for 11 years. Like, I know what's going on with me. I'm not too worried about what you think. But I appreciate your 2 cents. That I do. Yeah, though, I hope everybody's doing well. Considering. another day in paradise. Let me see. Nap. Take care of yourself, bro. Stay strong. Eat healthy. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I gotta start doing that. I'm kind of going in a full circle with burritos and pizza and shit. Fast foods. No meat, though. No meat, but fast food's still bad for you. Just, you're trolling me. You're trolling me. Yeah, see, that's why I don't entertain those questions right there. You explain it to them. You explain it. It's all a head game. It's all a head game. Why? What makes you so important that they would want to do it to you? You're trolling me. It's a waste of energy. I don't. That's why I don't entertain that shit no more. They suck your energy up, bro. I tell you. They'll have you all fucked up in the head trying to explain shit to them. Oh, these motherfuckers is, it's the name of their game, man. It's the name of their game. Throw you off your pivot. Demons, demons, demons in human flesh. Yeah, they are, man. My bad. I'm legitimate. I'm just smoking. Yeah, they're one of a kind, man. They're one of a kind. You ain't gonna find nothing too much like them on this planet. Anything real, anything with a little bit of humanity in it. Lights off, lights off. Yeah, life is a precious, precious thing. Actually, if I could stream, I want to try and stream this movie and shit. What's the name? might be right, Ted. Good old Teddy. Maybe we are paranoid in your world. But realistically, if you are a legitimate person, if you have half a brain, I'm not saying you don't have a brain, but if you do have half a brain, then you would know that your government isn't as fucking squeaky clean as you might think. Tuskegee. Have you ever heard of Tuskegee, Ted? You heard of the Twin Towers, Ted? Or do you still not believe that was an inside job, Ted? After all the facts, after all the evidence, even after key witnesses just pop up dying all over the place, do you still not believe that was an inside job, Ted? All the shit that they hide from us, Ted? Do you not think that they would use American citizens as fucking experimented lab rats? Covertly harass them with psychological warfare? Your government, I say your government because I don't consider them mine, Ted, is not as squeaky clean as you think they are. And they do harass people, they do follow people around, they kill people as well. And therefore, you can try and tongue wrestle with as many people as you want. Or in this case, you're typing, so finger wrestle, whatever you want to call it, with as many people as you want, man. Truth of the matter is, you're not gonna convince me or anybody else that we're not going through this. You're not gonna convince us that we're crazy. You're not gonna drive us out of our mind arguing with you about it. None of that shit. It's all on you, Ted, what you want to believe. You have a long history of government fucking corruption to fucking compare shit to if you want. But your questions and your accusations don't hold any validation over here unless they're realistic. And bullshit is easy to smell, Ted. Bullshit is almost the easiest thing to smell. It's about the easiest thing to smell. Especially on a night like this, or early in the morning. You can smell that shit coming at you 1,000,000 miles an hour, Ted. So all that paranoia talk, all that you might be saying this about other people's shit, it's not gonna work, Ted. But again, I appreciate your 2 cents. I do appreciate that, Ted. Yes, I believe those were inside jobs. This government is corrupt on all levels, on all levels. And Ted, if you believe those were inside jobs, if you believe those were inside jobs, if you honestly believe that the Twin Towers was inside jobs, then a program like this should not go over your head. A program like this should not go over your head. Every single country that America has let people into this country, every country that runs away from the tyranny going on in their country, that tyranny started from America going out to their country, causing conflict, and then coming back here, and then opening the floodgates to let the fucking people come in here. And like when the people come in here with the programs like this that they run, you know, they use Americans, but they flush it out with fucking foreigners. That way, if anything was to ever happen and this fucking program was to ever come tumbling down, they will have somebody to point the finger at. I guarantee you. They're gonna fucking sweep shit under the rug and point fingers at, it was the fucking Chinese. It was the fucking, just like the bullshit that they tried to make everybody take jabs for. Knowing good and damn well America was highly involved in that shit. But as long as they point the finger at each other, no one gets in trouble because nobody knows who fucking did it. It's never solidified, oh, it was China, or oh, it was these people, or oh, it was America. Like, it's not solidified, so nobody gets in trouble. And it's all fucking forgotten about. It's all fucking forgotten about. So, for all this corrupt shit going on, man, those questions you shouldn't ask a person that knows what they're going through. You know, you shouldn't question that, man. If anything, you should kick back, analyze, and pay attention to the videos. There's a lot of evidence on here, undeniable evidence that you can't get around. There's a lot of undeniable evidence that you can't get around. So that question that you asked, it does sound like a question of an agent, because it either sounds like the question of because I didn't, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think I put anything about being watched on the title of this video. I think it was frequencies and harassment or some shit like that. But I don't think I said nothing about being followed. So obviously, you've watched a few of these fucking videos to know that you know, as far as being followed and all that shit. And if you can't, you know, you know, just do your homework, man. Do your homework, brother. You gotta do your homework, man. And then you won't have people thinking you're an agent if you do your homework. But if you ask agent questions, you know, in a realistic world, that's called agent shit. That's like somebody coming up to me and telling me you're a child molester. You just move in next door and somebody out the blue just comes up and tells me you're a child molester. And I just take it for face value and shit. Like, I don't get your name and do some backup research on fucking Megan's Law or find a sex offender app and look you up. Like, you know, that would be wrong for me to take it at face value. Like, at what the person tells. You know, gotta do your homework, man. You don't know, a person could be trying to explain their fucking heart out to you. Trying to expose what's going on to them. And the question that you ask You know, you don't know mm, how delicate that person is at the time. How far off the edge that person is before it's ready to jump and take their life, or take somebody else's life, or take both. And when you ask little fucking nitpicky questions like that, how do you know you're going being followed? What makes you think this and what makes you think that? You're trolling me. You know, this could be the last fucking outlet for that person, because he's been to their families, they've been to their spouses, they've been to everybody in the real world. All they can do is communicate with people that know and are going through the same shit as them. You know, so that's why I don't entertain those questions. And if you are a perp, I'm not saying you are a perp, then you're a traitor, man. You're a traitor, and you do not need to be going to no fucking Memorial Day parades, no Veterans Day parades, no none of that shit. And anybody black doing this shit, you don't need to be in no Martin Luther King or Malcolm X or Black Lives Matter marches. None of that shit. Like, you motherfuckers are backwards as fuck. You guys are backwards and shit. Not too long ago, they was hanging us on fucking trees and fucking, you know, cutting babies out of stomachs and shit, like, with swords and shit. And I'm not talking about all white people. I'm talking about, you know, I'm talking about fucking evil people. I'm talking about fucking our government. They're in our governments now. They're fucking police and fucking, you know, the shit that they did back then is the shit the police, this type of shit is what they did in the slavery days. Like, this is how they fucking, this very same shit is how they fucking got black people to catch their own fucking people and hand them over for fucking slavery. Giving people gold, giving people whiskey, whispering shit in their ear, making them fucking go at it with each other, capture each other, fucking. They did the same thing with the Jewish people. It's a fucking textbook fucking program, just fucking evolved. It's an evolved textbook program, and it continues to evolve. They go into other countries, cause conflict, and come back out here. Fucking let them tear down their shit. Then we go back out there and we fucking build McDonald's, shit that they would never fucking have. But since we're fucking, we wiped all their fucking, you know, their commodities and all that shit away. Now we can build our fucking McDonald's and all that fucking shit in their fucking. Now we could bring our fucking poison to them and fucking sell our poison to them. And it's a sick fucking thing. Even with the fucking every major leader that we've killed, Gaddafi, Saddam Hussein, fucking you know, every leader is behind a deal or behind some shit that America didn't fucking like. Not no legitimate shit, but America told you that they were fucking their people didn't like them and they had to get rid of them because they were causing tyranny. Fucking every leader that we said they were causing tyranny to their fucking people. Like, every leader that they tried to convince us that's why they took them out. The people were fucking sad when they, you know, the people were fucking pissed off when they took them out. Pissed the fuck off. Like, that's America though. They lied to you to get you to accept their bullshit. And here you have it. Now you have a bunch of people harassing people and chasing people down. And it's so corrupt out here. It's so corrupt out here. They fuck up jobs and make jobs hard and blackmail you and tell you we'll let you do this and you don't have to do your time. And so now that it's not just about it's not just about fucking the corrupt government. It's about them using people who need shit and people who greed for shit. People who are greedy and fucking needy. That was corrupt people, people who are greedy, and people who are needy. So you got three denominations of people, if you will, on you. And then we can go to the jealous people. We can get to the jealous. Like, we got a lot of people against us, man. Believe it or not. And, the average person can call it paranoia if they want to. You'll never know if you don't pay attention. And if you don't pay attention, then one day when it happens to you, maybe if you're smart, you'll come running back to the targeted community before you go crazy or fucking kill yourself. And you'll try and maybe get a little education about it then. But then you always have the choice of clicking up as well. You can always be one of them. But if you ask me, being one of them, you'll be in a hell of a lot worse position than you are being one of us. You got karma to deal with. If this program ever hits the fan and people know too much, you best believe it's gonna be some car accidents, people getting hot shots of dope. It's gonna be a lot of dead motherfuckers on that side. It's gonna be a lot of dead motherfuckers on that side of the fence, I'll tell you that much. This government don't play. Like, when it's time to fucking expose shit, or, if you know too much, they'll take your ass out immediately. This program is a big deal. A lot of people died in this shit. A lot of fucking people died in this program. And they know. They know it's some people that want to fucking tell. They know it's some people that want to fucking expose this program that work on that side of the fence. But, those ain't nobody ever gonna tell, because they know at the very least they're gonna get hit with this program. But, since they know the ins and the outs of it, I think it would be a little bit more than fucking falling victim. And, when you know too much, it's never a good thing to know too much. If it's not gonna benefit you, and trust me, they're little trinkets. You could say that shit is benefiting you. For those who participate, you could say it's benefiting you, the little trinkets that they give you. Your little housing. You get housing, you get gift cards and shit. But unless you're solidified, like a family member of a police officer, judge, or some shit like that, to where, they give you the big bucks, and, you can pay your fucking, you can get your generational wealth bullshitting off on this shit. Like, You're just a trinket. You're a trinket. You're like a rapper. Like you're one of the fucking rappers that they let you wear their jewelry and let you live in their houses, and you can go on Yo MTV Cribs and tell everybody this is how I'm living. When in reality, it's not how you're fucking living. You're living on borrowed shit. Like that's not your fucking house and that's not your jewelry. So basically, you're harassing people. You're putting your life on the line to be living in borrowed shit. Because anytime you fuck up and you don't participate in this program, you have, say, your ass is back out there on the street. Your ass is back out on the streets. You gotta participate. When they say, I want you to ride down the street with your booty hanging out, they mean they want you to ride down the street with your fucking booty hanging out. And they ain't playing no games. You better be doing that. Because they have somebody watching to make sure you do it. Trust me. And there's a pervert. It's probably a pervert telling you to do it. So he can sit back and watch you. It's a cold game, ladies and gentlemen. It's a cold game. You're living on borrowed time. Borrowed time, perps. Borrowed houses. Borrowed for, well, I guess your gift cards aren't really borrowed. You can keep your clothes and shit. Eventually you get buried in them. Or go to the hospital. And here goes one of their terrorists. They're visual terrorists. I'm about to go get. Hey, likewise, just a messenger. Keep your head up, bro. If greed was out of this world, things would be way better. Yeah, a lot better. A lot better. Just taking money out of the dynamics, man. Taking money out of the fucking equation. Letting people, taking territory out of the equation as far as having to have a passport. Just let people walk the world freely and shit. But they need slaves, man. They need slaves. They need status. They want to be the big ones, and they want you to be the little ones, the big U's and little me's. Just let fucking people build their own fucking home. However you fucking whatever. Excuse me, that's legitimate. Whatever knowledge you have, like you can't. Obviously, you can't fucking, build multiple homes and call yourself fucking. You can't do no shit like that. But as long as every person was allowed to build one fucking home, every time, and like every person, like when you turn 18, you could build your fucking home. Like if you could find a plot of land where nobody is built, you can build you a home on that land and live that way. Like it'd be a much better place, man. Where even without the technology, as much as we love the technology, don't get me wrong. Like the phone, like you know, for me, like the phone is damn near everything. Like that's entertainment, fucking, or laptop, like entertainment, all that shit. So yeah, I'm addicted to it, but I would definitely welcome a world without fucking technology, without the phone, without the fucking TV, without the fucking vehicles, like to be able to live a free life, a natural free life. On top of that, we probably live a lot longer as well. Like, yeah, no telling how many years these fucking light signals, these frequencies from the light poles, all these fucking frequencies, telephone wires, fucking light rail, fucking live wires, fucking satellites. Like, there's so many years being snatched off our lives and shit. Like in the Bible days, they lived to be hundreds of fucking years old. Like, they lived to be fucking, people have lived to be damn near fucking 200 years old, man. Older than that in some cases, man. The way they ate, none of these fucking frequencies, and people lived a long time back then, man. Our life expectancy has cut down far. And we're dying as well. We're dying. We don't see it. We don't see it. We know it, but we don't even say nothing about it because we enjoy what's killing us so much. We enjoy these telephones. We enjoy these fucking TVs. We enjoy these vehicles. Like a car is literally a fucking box of radiation. Like you're driving in fucking radiation throughout the fucking however long you're in your vehicle, you're being it's not funny, but when you think about it and shit, like we literally drive in a box of radiation. We're surrounded by radiation outside, all over the place outside. And then when the day's over and it's time to go to sleep or whatever, we walk right into a house full of radiation. Computers, fucking laptops, cell phones, fucking smart meters, fucking, you're lucky if you don't live next to a fucking cell tower. Then all that shit is turned the fuck up. just off the natural, that shit is turned up because it's so close to that shit. It's pumping through that shit. It's not a distance away like that. That shit is going strong because it's close. It doesn't have to fucking travel too far to, it's like when it has to travel, it's like a battery dying. But like when it's close, that motherfucker is like a brand new charged up battery. Your fucking devices are working at a fucking all time perfecto type of shit. Like your shit is like on point. So you getting all types of radiation and shit through your bodies. And all types of shit, man. The very same thing most of us try to get away from. Like we're running right to it. We run right to that shit. arms open though, welcoming it. New iPhone come out, it don't matter if that motherfucker comes out a week from now, 2 weeks from now. It'll be motherfuckers with tents and shit in front of the fucking store. Tents. And that, that new iPhone, that's gonna take a nice chunk off your life, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna kill your eyes. It's gonna cause all types of body defects in the future. Right now, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be real nice. You can do your business off of it. You can run a business off of it. Oh, all the trinkets of the phone is beautiful. But in the long run, especially if you're like me and you like to fucking watch movies and shit on your phone, or you like watching movies, it don't matter if whatever you got smart. You like watching TVs off that shit. You like watching movies. You like, you got a business. You gotta be in front of that shit all damn day. Oh man, the future isn't gonna be looking too great for us. The kids, the babies and shit, they might be able to handle, they might be able to adapt to it and shit because, it'll become a part of their DNA, it's like their DNA, but us and shit, old dogs in the game, if you will, our bodies are pretty much already fucking, we we didn't have none of this shit, so we're not growing up, our bodies and shit aren't built for all this fucking crazy shit. We can't adapt to this shit. So, saying all that to say when you get 60, 65 and shit, and your eyes start going out, don't let the doctor tell you it's glaucoma. You know exactly what the fuck it is. You know exactly what it is. You got cancer and shit. We get cancer and shit. Don't let the doctor tell us it's from not eating right. Though not eating right might have played a part in it. But nah, it was your cell phone. It was your smart TV. It was the fucking telephone poles. It was the fucking smart meters. It was the fucking everything smart. Your microwave, your fucking refrigerator. Now they got Bluetooth wash machines and shit. Everything they use to make you enjoy being fucking lazy is what is killing you. Not no fucking not eating right. Though not eating right does play a part in it. Because they, you gotta eat right. They throw GMOs and all that shit and everything. That's a part of killing us too. The air, they're killing us from all angles of the fucking game. They're killing us from all angles and shit. A lot of people are dying and fucking doctors know exactly why they're dying, but they're lying to them and telling them you're not living a healthy life. These people are fucking whacked the fuck. We're literally living in a fucking mad scientist world. Pinky and the Brain are that's based on a fucking true story. I bullshit you not. Pinky and the Brain is based on a fucking true story, ladies and gentlemen. Oh Lord, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to accept the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. That should be the fucking slogan for this program. That should be the slogan for this world. Not AANA, just the fucking world. Fuck. That should be the world slogan. And you know, when it's all said and done, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, we'll be going into the stomachs of reptilians. We'll be going into the stomachs of reptiles. All they're doing is fucking excuse me, that's legitimate. Harvesting us and shit. Tricking you, asking you if you want to donate your organs and shit, knowing damn well they're just gonna take them anyways. They don't need your permission after you're dead. Excuse me. That's legitimate. They don't know your fucking. They don't need your permission after you're dead. And if they didn't do it, trust me, they would promote your family to do it. You know, just off the organs alone, just off a couple of your fucking organs, just off one of your fucking organs, your family could pay for your whole fucking funeral. Your family could pay for your whole fucking funeral off your organs. And probably be, well, I'm not going to say well off, but they have a nice little chunky, you know, they'd be able to take care of your funeral services and anything else they probably had to handle as far as bills and all that shit. Just off your organs alone. Because people need your fucking organs and shit. So don't think because you don't have organ donor on your license or your fucking ID, you know, you might get some. If you got organ donor on it, they'll probably give you some extra fucking, you know, extra parking type of fucking, you know, trinket type shit. Like you get extra, you know, you get, you know, you get some type of fucking complimentary parking or, you know, you get some type of rebate in the mail or some type of weird shit like that. Or like, you know, when prices go down, like when they're having sales, like they have veteran sales and shit, they probably have like some type of organ donor sale or some shit like that for people or some shit. But as far as, you thinking that your organs are gonna get buried with you, like that's not happening. They're gonna suck them in that machine. They're gonna suck everything out of you, separate that shit, and sell it to the highest bidder, or fucking eat that shit. Whatever. They're already putting your babies. They're already putting your babies in fucking, in the meat that you eat, calling it fucking pink slime. Like, first of all, for those of you who eat meat, think about what they're telling you that they're putting in the fucking meat. They're not telling you what the pink slime is. They're just telling you that they put pink slime in the meat to keep the meat together. Nobody asks what the hell pink slime is, though. And then later on, you find out that it's baby fetus. You know, you're eating 98% of the meat in the world has fucking human DNA in it. Well, I'm not sure if it's 98, but it's in the 90s. It's in the high 90% of meat has human DNA in it. It's documented as well. Like, don't take my word for it. Look it up. And then you find out that it's baby fetus. So, excuse me. smoking some marijuana, so that's why I'm coughing. It's legitimate. So yeah, you find out they're turning you into fucking cannibals unwillingly, because I would like to think that most people don't know that they're eating baby fetus. I would like to think that. Um, I would like to think that most people are just stupid and don't want to look into it. Or not, not necessarily stupid. Excuse me, that's legitimate. Let me take my words back. Not necessarily stupid, but just, don't care to look into it. That's what I would like to think. But reality tells me, like, people just don't care. As long as they don't know, they don't want to know. It's like the man who has cancer and he knows he can get it stopped. he knows he can get it stopped, but he just wants to pretend like it's not there. And then eventually it gets worse. He pretends like it's not there. He feels in his head that if he pretends it's not there, then eventually someday it'll go away, or it'll really just not be there if he thinks it's not there. And then, eventually that shit takes over their fucking body. And then at the very last minute of it all, then they want to fucking go to the doctor. Once they get on the news and say, yes, this is, they won't ever put on the news that, they might one day put on the news that 90% or however many percentage of meat that we eat is human meat. But, they'll do like McDonald's, like they had a thing with McDonald's was caught with human meat in their fucking food. That was the thing. But after that, like, that's all you're gonna get. Like, you have to read that shit. You have to read that shit. There's this fucking, oh man, I gotta find it, man. I'm gonna try, let me see if I can stream it for you guys, man. Oh man, this lady, and this is like a Congress type of fucking meeting and shit. She's telling the people we gotta eat the babies to stop the fucking carbon monoxide problem. She's saying we can't just kill them, we gotta eat. This is like a Congress meeting, a real Congress meeting. Like she's one of those Congress people. And she's saying, we gotta eat the babies. We gotta eat the babies. That's what we gotta do. It's some creepy shit, man. I'm gonna try and stream it real quick. Let me see if I can. Yeah, this shit is creepy, man. Really fucking creepy. I'm not sure if I gotta start it over, y'all. If anybody's on here still, just let me know you're still on here. The hell, why does it keep stopping? Okay, here we go. Yeah. Masquerado. Nigga, I'm running from agents. Yeah, man, we don't entertain that type of bullshit, Masquerado. That's that police ass shit. We don't entertain that type of police shit. You go play with your police friends. You ain't got none of those over here, man. Masquerado. What are you? Probably a dropout, right? Someone who used to be a gangster but couldn't maintain the lifestyle because it was too hard for him, so he gave up a few of his friends. And now you're a confidential informant, which you're not even a real confidential informant. You're just a rabble rouser for the police. You're the police's fucking pit bull. No, we don't entertain that shit over here, buddy. But thanks for trying. Hey, what's going on, Virginia? I'm trying to find this lady says we need to eat the babies.
Crisis. We only have a few months left. I love that you support the Green Deal, but it's not getting rid of fossil fuel. It's not going to solve the problem fast enough. A Swedish professor saying that we can eat dead people, but that's not fast enough. So I think your next campaign slogan has to be this: we got to start eating babies. We don't have enough time. There's too much CO2. All of you, you're a pollutant. Too much CO2. We have to start now, please. You are so great. I'm so happy that you're really supporting the Green Deal, but it's not enough. You know, even if we would bomb Russia, we still have too many people, too much pollution. So we have to get rid of the babies. That's a big problem. Just stopping having babies is not enough. We need to eat the babies. And this is very serious. Please give a response.
Thank you. We'll go ahead.
Okay.
These are people.
So, no. Yeah, no. Thank you. So, I think,
These people are serious, man.
yeah, no. So, one of the things that's very important to us is that we need to treat the climate crisis with the urgency that it does present. Luckily, we have more than a few months.
These people are fucking serious, man. It's wacky. It gets wacky in those fucking buildings, man. This targeting and shit that we're going through is not too, it's not too far of a stretch. I appreciate that, Virginia. Yeah, man. These are the higher ups, though. This is how they think. This is the wicked. This is their wicked shit, man. You know, and if they're talking like that, if they're telling you they gotta eat the babies, they're already doing that shit. You know about the fucking adrenochrome. So she's probably an adrenochrome. She looks weird, like she probably does some shit like that. And then there's little kids talking about they rescued some kids from their family members who were fucking exposed in the program, telling when they fucking ate up, and they were telling it so elegantly, like their dad used to eat human babies every fucking day and shit while they watched, and they made them eat it, and, they weren't scared or nothing. Like, that's how they fucking grew up. So, you can tell that lady was into that type of shit already. Just trying to make it become law to where it can become legal and shit. These are the people we deal with, man. Don't take these people lightly, man. Just because they look like us, just because they fucking look like us, that don't mean shit. There's people out there that are fucking sick. They keep trying to kick me off, man. But yeah, there's some people in there that are there. Those people are sick. Oh man. The things they have planned for us, man. If we only knew. But yeah, I don't want to take up too much of you guys' time. I'll probably be doing another live a little bit later and shit. But I definitely wanted to show you guys that. It's I know a lot of people, they look at our government as saviors. They look at the police department as fucking saviors. The good guys in blue with the shiny badges. They look at them like they can never do no wrong. Eventually, you're gonna have to wake up out of that coma. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. Hell, maybe not ever if you don't want to, but, not wanting to is gonna be, it might be your demise. Look at the black people that participate in this program. Like, they're the most disgusting people to me. The black people who participate, knowing all the shit that these very same fucking elite motherfuckers have put us through and fucking got away with and all that shit, for you to participate in this type of shit, not just on black people, but on anybody, knowing that this is what you went through. You're a fucking scum of the earth. You know? You really deserve everything you got coming. You really got everything you got coming. Everything you get is what you got coming. You're a scum of the earth, sellout of the decade. Piece of shit of the planet. Trust me. I will lie for you before I lie to you. Trust me, I will lie for you before I lie to you. You are a scumbag. You are the piece of shit on the planet. You're no better than monkey droppings. I promise you. You're the very same seed, or same type of seed that got Martin Luther King murdered, Malcolm X murdered. You come from that type of bloodline. Those eight, or those fucking, whether they killed him or not, whether they wanted to play the distraction or whatever they played a part in it. And that's your bloodline. That's where you come from. Now you know. Now you can honestly say you know. Well, you can start looking those people up and find your family tree from them. The sellouts. The house niggas. The sellouts and the house niggas. The ones that caught, the ones that caught black people. Black people that caught the black people and turned them in for slavery. Those are the seeds you come from. Now you start doing your fucking ancestry research. You'll find yourself. You'll find where you derived from. Very, very sad, ladies and gentlemen. And then a lot of you motherfuckers, man. A lot of you motherfuckers have the nerve to be marching in some Black Lives Matter marches and shit. Like, it has to be just a fashion show for you guys. Like, Black Lives Matter has to be like some type of fashion show. Because you definitely don't live by that. You definitely do not live by that. But hey, you're doing what you want to do, man. You're making things happen for yourself, huh? Making things happen for yourself. I can dig it. Actually, I can't, but I get it. Actually, I don't, but it is what it is. Do you? Ain't nobody else gonna do you for you, so you do you for you. not really that surprised. I'm not really surprised that the sellouts do play a part in this case. I guess this is a live reaching out to the sellouts. Really. I think if this restarted and shit, it looks to me like it restarted. Don't look like nobody's on here, so. Yeah, so. I guess this is gonna be the live about the sellouts who play a part in this domestic terrorism. Yeah, so I'm not too surprised that you guys play a part in it. You know, black people have to ask themselves a question. If we're gonna get mad at white people for putting us through slavery, then why aren't we getting mad at black people for selling us to the white people for putting us through slavery? Because it's repeating itself. History is repeating itself over again. History is repeating itself over a fucking again. When you think about it, the black people that participate in this program, they're basically handing us over to the slave master to do as he will with us. That's their whole objective. They're doing the slave master's dirty work. So that's what we need to think about. Before we start fucking calling cops out for fucking shooting people, which, you know, I am totally fucking against. I hate fucking police. I hate them even more for shooting people in the fucking face and being able to get away with it unrighteously. I never liked the police. At one time I had a respect for them to where I didn't like them, but I knew we needed them. You know? I knew we fucking needed them. They had a job to do, and my job was at the time being a fucking criminal. So I had a job to do. May the best man win, so to speak. But we still need fucking cops. Like, that was never a fucking doubt in my mind. But moving along, going through this program, I understand now that, you know, there is no such thing as good fucking police. Like, these people are fucking, they're yes men, and they're here to fucking, you know, back up agendas and, you know, make certain politicians happy, keep certain people out of trouble while they keep other people in trouble, balance out the books that way. But yeah, for you sellouts that participate in this, man, there's a special place in hell for you. Our ancestors that have died, because, you know, that spiritual shit it's a real thing, man. You know those fucking tsunamis and shit, tornadoes, whatever you call it, tornadoes. You know, a tornado follows down the same path to fucking, every time it doesn't detour. It doesn't detour. The same pattern as the fucking slave ships went. That's what tornadoes fucking do. The organic tornadoes, not man-made tornadoes. But really, they run down the same path, I guess you would call it, as the slave ships ran. So don't think that spiritual realm ain't real. You guys got something coming to you. Oh Lord, you guys got something coming to you, man. You're traitors. You guys are traitors. And everybody else, you're traitors to America. You're traitors to yourself first and foremost, and then you're traitors to America. You're traitors to all the fallen soldiers that spilled blood for our freedom. You guys are just pieces of shit. You guys are the people who kill a person and then go to the funeral and pay your respects to the family like you didn't do it. That's what you guys are. That's exactly who the fuck you guys are. But God sees behind all that pretending. You can't pretend with God like you didn't do it. You can pretend with everybody else like you're not a part of it. You can even lie to the people that you're doing it on. You can even lie to the people that you're harassing. Oh, I'm not harassing you. Okay. You can lie to me all you want, champ. You ain't gonna be lying to God. You ain't lying to that spirit realm. You ain't lying to that. No, sir. Yeah, exactly. Us. That's right. We came and yup. They'll learn. Eventually, they'll learn. Eventually. And the crazy thing about it, they can get mad at you for calling them a sellout. They can get mad at you for calling them a snitch. They can get mad at you for calling them a traitor and pretend like they're not. But trust me, the reality is everybody around you knows that you are. The people that you're working with, they know you're a snitch. They know you're a piece of shit who works for the police. Even though they are too, like, you can try and deny it, but everybody around you knows the facts. So, you even know it. You gotta live with it. It's something you gotta fucking live with. And you know, having to live with that type of knowledge, especially, yeah, bro. It's just not the right energy, I guess, to want to be a part of. Each his own, though. I'm gonna try and find this movie. I'm gonna see if I can stream it. I have to set it up to where I can stream it for y'all. But it has a lot to do with this targeting bullshit. They go the whole 9 yards with it too. They got, they got one headlights and that shit.